4 News Now, organizers of the Spokane Pride Parade are prepared for protesters. How they plan to make sure the event is safe for everyone.
Tomorrow is a weather alert day. Thunderstorms will bring heavy rain and potential flooding to the inland Northwest. I'll help you plan your day around the storms in your First Alert forecast.
And mail carriers want to make sure your mail gets delivered on time. How to make sure your dog doesn't get in the way. You're watching a special edition of 4 News Now.
Well, you just saw the Denver Nuggets defeated the Miami Heat 109-94 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Nuggets have taken a 2-1 series lead. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Aaron Luna. Sports director Julian Minnesone joins us in studio. Julian, what does Denver's win mean for the rest of the series?
Well, their fans should be celebrating tonight because it means Denver's pretty much in the driver's seat to win the championship. Now, in the NBA Finals, when the series is tied 1-1, the team that wins Game 3 wins the series 80% of the time. And the Denver Nuggets did just that. You saw it here on 4 News Now. It was close in the first half, but the Nuggets dominated in the third quarter. Denver was led by center Nikola Jokic, who became the first player in NBA Finals history with at least 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. There were some of his buckets right there in the first half. Now Miami, they will look to even the series in Game 4. That one should be a good one. Game 4 will be 5:30 Friday in Miami, and we'll take a deeper dive into the NBA Finals and how they can even that series up later in sports. But for now, live in the studio, Julian Minnesone, 4 News Now Sports.
Julian, thank you. Our team of weather experts are tracking thunderstorms in our area, and that's why they are declaring tomorrow a weather alert day.
Those storms are just the start. Let's send it straight over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with your First Alert forecast.
Well, we do have thunderstorms on the way for the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area and a good portion of eastern Washington, all of North Idaho. For Thursday after 11 o'clock is the best chance to see those get started, but they'll really ramp up tomorrow evening. Here's the area of most concern where the potential for severe thunderstorms is likely throughout that extreme portion of eastern Washington down through the Palouse, the entire panhandle of Idaho, and down into the central panhandle and southern panhandle, as well as western Montana. Damaging winds are possible with these storms. Large hail is possible with these storms, but flooding is likely. That will be the calling card of these thunderstorms tomorrow. They're slow moving and they have got a lot of moisture to work with, so they will bring some heavy rain and the potential for flash flooding. Here's a look at our satellite and radar right now. We did have a few isolated thunderstorms earlier today, some strong storms in parts of the panhandle. Those have tapered off and most of the activity now is well to the south and east. We have the possibility of an isolated rumble of thunder tonight, but more likely it's going to hold off until tomorrow. I'll go through the computer model and the exact timing later in the broadcast. Meanwhile, we do have a flood watch in effect for the area shaded in green all the way through Friday because these thunderstorms are going to stick around for a while. Your Thursday planner, our average high is 72. It's still going to be warm, not as warm as today, but a high of 87, and we'll hit that high a little bit earlier in the day and then start to cool off as those showers and thunderstorms develop. I'll have more about this and what we can expect for the rest of the 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Some breaking news to bring you tonight. Within the last few hours, the Spokane Public School Board voted to join a lawsuit against multiple social media companies. Those companies include Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. The civil suit looks to hold these companies accountable for the impact they have on students' mental health. We'll have more on the board's decision tonight on Nightside. That starts at 11 o'clock.
Also breaking tonight, former President Trump's legal troubles continue. ABC reporting that Trump received a letter informing him he's a target in a federal investigation into alleged mishandling of classified information. This could be a sign that prosecutors may be closer to formally charging the former president.
Now to a story you first heard about on 4 News Now. A man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho college students does not want cameras allowed in his upcoming trial.
Brian Kohberger filed a motion to exclude cameras in response to a request from a group of news agencies, including 4 News Now, to allow cameras in court. In his opposition, Kohberger's attorney writes that audio-video coverage has become material for news outlets and social media accounts to, quote, espouse their unfounded opinions, citing social media posts, TikTok videos, and podcasts that attempt to analyze Mr. Kohberger's demeanor by observing his body language and describing him using phrases such as cold iciness.
Attorneys representing the news organization argue many people were impacted by this crime. The video also allows for all members of the affected communities to have a chance to view Mr. Kohberger's prosecution. A judge will hear arguments on the issue at a hearing later this week. Well, you may not even notice them, but license plate camera readers are up around Spokane County. In certain areas, license plates are being captured to help law enforcement solve crimes. Just last week, police say a man attacked a woman on a hiking trail in Liberty Lake.
Police say they arrested the suspect with the help of a flock camera that captured the suspect's car and license plate in the area of the assault. Vanessa Perez joins us with the instrumental tool for officers.
It was this license plate reader that helped officers track down the suspect. I'm standing just up the road from where that violent attack happened. Law enforcement says these cameras are making a difference when it comes to fighting crime. There are 19 flock cameras scattered around Liberty Lake helping law enforcement solve crimes. This piece of technology helped officers track down a man they say attacked a woman on a hiking trail.
Oh, it's just been a great instrument for the law enforcement and something else that's moving forward that's going to assist us in any other investigations, and hopefully we'll be able to keep the community safer with the cameras that we have in place.
They don't capture faces and recordings aren't held after 30 days. Lieutenant Morgan says flock cameras go beyond.
This provides officer safety for some of the things that come in. We may have a vehicle that's been recognized in somebody else's place as a homicide suspect or maybe coming to our area. So it gives officers a little bit of a proactive approach in order to say we may have this vehicle coming into our area, so we need to be on the lookout for it.
Last week's attack happened in this area of South Zephyr and Lakeside Road. The woman told deputies the man forced her to the ground and strangled her. She said he was parked in a white car, appearing to listen to music or talking on the phone before the attack. Deputies say the woman fought back. He then rolled off of her and ran away. The victim armed herself with a knife, but when she returned to her car, the suspect and his car were nowhere to be found. One woman in the neighborhood who didn't want to go on camera says she was shocked to hear about the assault. She said it's not something you normally see in Liberty Lake. Suspect Ethan Cunningham is being charged with second-degree assault strangulation. He could also be facing additional charges. Reporting in Liberty Lake, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.
Breaking news out of Coeur d'Alene. I-90 is closed in both directions at the 9th Street Bridge.
We are working right now to confirm what closed the freeway. We will update you just as soon as we learn more. Still ahead, millions on the East Coast told to stay home as wildfire smoke fills the air. Where all that smoke is coming from and what's helping it spread so quickly. Plus,
even good dogs have bad days. That's the slogan for this year's National Dog Bite Awareness Week. The message from local mail carriers and the growing trend backing up these numbers. Coming up next.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
New name means new fun. Tooele Casino is now Mr. Claw Casino Hotel.
Wildfires can strike even in the heart of our cities and towns. One historic fire in particular changed everything in Washington. The lessons learned and what could be the difference between saving your home or losing everything. Kirsten O'Connor reports Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
Bring them on. If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. A place as spectacular as, well, me.
I think we might know a place, right, guys?
Bring your friends. Oh, wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
GMA, 7A, every day. Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, America. How are you?
Boom. Now that's how you start your day, people.
Your neighborhood Ace Hardware store and 4 News Now are teaming up for Father Mo's Best. Enter to win a Toro battery-powered lawnmower at your Ace Hardware store or at KXLY.com. 2 mowers will be given away June 12th and June 19th. Ace, the helpful place.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Zucchini.
What do you call this?
Zucchini.
Looks like a cooked pickle.
How to raise children.
Get out of here!
Sexual freedom.
What kind of a problem have they got?
It's sexual.
Jeez.
Dog cats.
Goldfish.
Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie.
Sundays beginning at 8 over the air on KXLY 4.2.
Kickstart your summer in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. And discover a better way to drive in America's favorite RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma and Tundra trucks. And if you're looking for a great deal on a certified used vehicle, Findlay has a large selection to choose from. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, making it the perfect time to visit Findlay Downtown Toyota today. So you can start your driving adventures tomorrow.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
Very strange. I got up out of the subway and it looked like a zombie apocalypse.
I woke up this morning and went outside and it was very strange and just sort of an eerie feeling.
Wildfire smoke from Canada is filling the air across the Northeast. Millions of people are being told not to leave their homes, and the smoke is canceling events, including tonight's New York Yankees game.
Many, especially in the New York City area, experiencing heavy wildfire smoke for the first time. Now on 4 News Now, meteorologist Matt Gray explains why this summer is turning into the summer of smoke.
You could see today how quickly conditions changed in New York City from a hazy day to living in the post-apocalypse in just a few hours. The smoke was so thick in the Northeast that flights departing out of LaGuardia Airport in New York, Newark, and Philadelphia are being delayed for safety because of low visibility. When we look at the overall map, it's a real role reversal from what we would usually see. The West is actually clear, but much of the East seeing more than just a little bit of smoke. There are pockets of unhealthy air quality that stretch from the Atlantic all the way to Nebraska, but by far the worst air quality from Virginia north all the way to Connecticut. Parts of New York and Pennsylvania hit hazardous air quality today, and that is still going on here this evening. Something that we are sadly familiar with in Spokane, that hazardous air quality. Now, we have also seen smoke from Canada wildfires this year, not to that level, but the smoke in New York is not from those fires that we got a taste of burning in Western Canada. Instead, they're just a few hundred miles away across the border in the province of Quebec. A storm system passing over the Northeast, it's drawing smoke south from these fires and across the mid-Atlantic states, and you can see that thick bank of smoke moving over New York on our satellite picture earlier today. In just the last 2 months, more acres have burned across Canada than the yearly average for both Canada and the United States. It was a hot and lightning-filled spring in the north, and now both in the eastern and western United States, winds out of the north could spell trouble for air quality for months to come because fire season is just getting started.
All it takes is a small spark to start a wildfire. It can happen anywhere, even in the heart of our cities and towns.
One historic fire in particular changed how wildfires are fought in the state of Washington.
The whole city of Spokane was surrounded by fire.
The airport, we understood, was closed.
Fueled by strong winds and dry vegetation, a massive wildfire ripped through the Spokane area back in 1991. Firestorm destroyed more than 100 homes and even turned deadly. I spoke with 2 retired fire chiefs who witnessed some of the worst threats we've seen to homes in the inland Northwest, what lessons emergency crews have learned in the last 3 decades, and the steps you can take right now to protect your home in my special report tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Temperatures today almost 20 degrees above average at 91 in Spokane, 90 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, and 96 in Lewiston. Right around the Spokane area, temperatures getting into the 90s in most locations. We're going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow and then a lot cooler for Friday. I'll let you know what to expect after the break.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer. When you carefully strap down your toys, or play it safe on moving day, or listen to that inner voice that says, this really needs a cover, you're doing your part to help everyone on Washington's roads get home safely. So, keep the supplies you need handy, secure your cargo properly, and ask others to do the same. Secure your load for safer roads. Learn the ropes at secureloadswa.org.
Are you or someone you know blind or legally blind? Want to socialize in a completely safe environment? Introducing Day Out for the Blind Spokane, a nonprofit organization run entirely by volunteers and its blind members. Join Day Out for the Blind today and become a part of a community that offers free activities and occasional outings. All services are free to members. Don't wait, join us now. Visit us on Friday or call to learn more. Day Out for the Blind Spokane.
One of the best kept secrets in Spokane is the little granite and cabinet store that does most of the biggest remodels and new construction. Northwest Granite.
Northwest Granite is known for their incredible selection of unique granite, marble, and quartz countertop options that bring captivating, attractive looks to any room in your home.
From quality flooring to a variety of cabinets and exotic countertops, Northwest Granite is the one-stop shop that does it all.
Wildfires can strike even in the heart of our cities and towns. Are you ready?
So fast, the fire can move, and people just don't understand that.
One historic fire in particular changed everything in Washington.
The whole city of Spokane was surrounded by fire.
The lessons learned.
Do you think we're safer today than we were?
And what could be the difference between saving your home or losing everything?
It's a horrible decision to have to make as a firefighter.
Kirsten O'Connor reports Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry. Load up, wolves. Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
4 News Now is brought to you by Day Out for the Blind, Spokane.
Breaking news out of Coeur d'Alene. Within the last few minutes, I-90 has reopened in both directions near the 9th Street Bridge.
We are still working to confirm what closed the area, and we will update you just as soon as we learn more. You can check KXLY.com for the very latest. Let's send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker.
Well, I want to start off with a big thank you to the 8th graders in Mrs. Schuler's class at Mountainside Middle School for welcoming me to their college readiness class today. What an incredible bunch of kids. I kind of want to go back and hang out tomorrow. And here's the darling who invited me, Kendall Harris, my friend, who is as bright as she can be. I think she might be on the news someday, either anchoring or being president of the United States. Something good. A chance of showers tonight, but only a slight chance. 63 degrees for an overnight low. For tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms and a high of 87 degrees. The later in the day, the better chance you're going to run into some thunderstorms along with that heavy rain. Let's take a look at our forecast radar. We're starting off at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning with overcast conditions. We'll start to see those showers and thunderstorms developing by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They will continue through the evening. Here's 5 o'clock in the evening. Again, heavy rain will be the main issue with these storms. All the way through the overnight, we'll see some rain. Here's 7 o'clock Friday morning. Things become a little more hit and miss on Friday, but still a good chance of some showers and isolated thunderstorms. Here's 5 o'clock Friday with more wet weather coming in for Friday overnight. We do dry out quite a bit for the weekend, but still a slight chance of showers both Saturday and Sunday. Almost 80 on Saturday, 83 on Sunday. These temperatures are above average, even at their coolest on Friday at 77 degrees. Then we start warming back up into the 80s for Monday and Tuesday.
Well, the number of dog bites involving mail carriers has almost doubled in the past year. Here in Spokane, the Postal Service says in 2022, dogs in Spokane attacked 13 mail carriers. In 2021, that number was 7.
This makes Spokane the 23rd worst city in the country for these types of incidents. 4 News Now's Natalie Grant shares how this growing trend could impact if you get your mail on time.
Well, Aaron, Kirsten, I'm out here with my dog, Winnie. She's about 1 year old and super friendly, and I feel confident as a dog owner that she wouldn't attack anyone for no reason. But the slogan for this year's National Dog Bite Awareness Week is even good dogs have bad days. And mail carriers say that dogs, no matter their temperament, even sweet ones like Winnie here, should remain inside during those mail delivery hours. We all love our furry friends, but in certain situations, even the sweetest dogs can become reactive.
Dogs are very protective around the kids and even around their owners at times, to where they can, you start invading that space, they're there to protect.
Kurt Ryan has been a mail carrier in Spokane for 17 years. And while he says most homes on his route are good about their dogs, he has run into a couple scary situations over the years.
I'll tell you what, there's times I hear dogs going nuts in the house, and I'm thinking, God, please don't open the door, please don't, So that's the biggest concern, is you opening your door and that dog running out and biting one of us.
This week, USPS is reminding owners to keep their dogs secured inside the house with the door closed when your mail is being delivered.
We can't enter your yard if there's a dog out in it. If you're leaving a door open, we are not supposed to enter the yard, whether or not you have a dog, because we don't always know it.
Due to the number of attacks across the country per year, these are situations mail carriers are trained to handle.
Because a lot of times the attacks are instant. Your body has to do it without thinking. And so usually it's about taking their satchel and be able to defend themselves.
But if a mail carrier feels unsafe, that could impact the delivery of your mail or your neighbors.
A lot of people will have the solid door open and they'll have a screen door closed. But unfortunately, we still can't come up on the porch with just a screen door, because in many cases they're not very solid, or they also open outward, and if it's not latched properly, the dog just knocks it open and gets right out.
Now, as a reminder from USPS, if your dog bites a carrier or becomes a problem to any of those mail carriers, your service could be suspended, or you could be on the hook for any finances that come with that incident. Reporting in Spokane tonight, Natalie and Winnie, 4 News Now.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Your Broadway wish is granted at Disney's Aladdin. Audiences and critics agree Aladdin is fabulous and extravagant. With unforgettable music and sensational dance numbers, it's exactly what you wish for. Get your tickets today and see for yourself the breathtaking spectacle that only Disney can deliver.
June 27th through July 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Visit BroadwaySpokane.com.
Big Tobacco thinks they know everything. They think they know you, your community, the places you go, and the way that you spend your time. They think they got you all figured out, down to a formula, a calculation based off of numbers of what they think they know. Show them they're wrong. Learn more at theythinktheyknowyou.org.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we're always looking at better ways to solve plumbing issues in your home. That's why we use the latest technology in sewer line repair called trenchless sewer repair. We can replace your current sewer line without digging up your entire yard. With just a couple of holes in the ground, we can pull new sewer pipe from the main line right into your house with minimal disruption to your lawn and your wallet. So if you need your sewer line repaired or replaced, call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
You see the look on his face? Hilarious.
I know how you feel. Because I was right here.
My biggest fear was on that.
Always waiting for me.
But I knew I was never alone.
And I would get through it. Because people care.
So walk right in.
Get back on.
Step right up. And to everyone who sees anyone bullying, don't just watch.
can put an end to bullying.
You can learn more at disney.com/choose-kindness.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Around the nation, former Vice President Mike Pence has officially joined the long list of Republican candidates running for president.
During his announcement, he directly attacked his former boss and Republican frontrunner, former President Donald Trump. ABC's Justin Finch has more.
In Iowa, a fiery and combative start to Mike Pence's presidential campaign.
Anyone who asks someone else to put them over the Constitution should never be president of the United States again.
Former Vice President Pence formally declaring his presidential candidacy and directly attacking former President Donald Trump for the actions he took on January 6th.
President Trump also demanded that I choose between him and the Constitution. Now voters will be faced with the same choice. I chose the Constitution, and I always will.
But new data from ABC News partner 538 finds Pence faces an uphill climb, polling well behind the top 2 nomination hopefuls, Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
I think there is only one lane to the Republican nomination for president, and Donald Trump's at the head of it, and you need to go right through him.
Former New Jersey governor and one-time Trump confidant Chris Christie launching his second White House bid, vowing to take down the man he once endorsed. But Christie hedged when asked if he would back Trump if Trump became the party's nominee.
I'm going to do whatever I need to do to save my party and save my country.
Pence and Christie joining North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum in a current 12-way contest for the nomination.
Where we come from, when something isn't working, you stop and you try something new. That's common sense. Joe Biden has got to go.
And the Trump campaign welcoming the new candidates to the already crowded field, which could still grow larger, saying in a statement that the race for second place is heating up. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Dear road rivals, you may have 4 wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's coming this August. The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, presented by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. Circling Raven Golf Club has once again been chosen to host this women's professional golf tournament August 21st through the 27th. More than 150 pros from over 30 countries will compete for shares of the $200,000 purse. Come see the game's rising stars. The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, presented by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. Coming this August. We'll see you there.
Where should I walk? Right here? Is this good?
Yeah, you can walk right there. This is your show. Do whatever you want.
You walk in.
It's live with Kelly and Mark.
Wow, that was a nice reception.
New research suggests that French fries may be linked to depression.
No.
I experience euphoria upon eating fries.
Euphoria.
Elation.
All the E's.
Every weekday morning.
That's right. That's right.
It all goes down on Daytime's #1 talk show.
Yeah, of course, that, all that.
We're sitting on a couch with the new co-host, husband and wife team.
Watch live with Kelly and Mark, weekdays at 9 a.m., only on 4 News Now.
Weeknights, Carol Burnett reaches for the MeTV comedy stars.
Mr. Alan Alda.
Poof, a star is born.
Mr. Andy Griffith.
I'm right here.
You like hillbillies?
Movie stars.
You all know him from Green Acres, Mr. Eddie Albert.
Wonderful. Now we're getting somewhere.
And very funny, Mr. Larry Hovis.
That's a good idea. Let's go for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch MeTV's comedy stars over the air on KXLY 4.2.
Pride is on full display at Riverfront Park. This new mural showing the Progress Pride flag is here just in time for Spokane's Pride Festival this weekend. And organizers are prepared for backlash.
While artists were painting the mural on Sunday, protesters showed up. Bronte Sorotsky shares what Pride organizers and police are doing to keep this year's Pride safe for everyone.
Organizers with this year's Spokane Pride Parade tell me that celebrating and protecting the LGBTQ+ community is more important this year than ever. That's why they have safety measures in place ahead of this weekend's events.
It's especially important this year.
This year, at least 417 anti-LGBTQ bills have already been introduced across the country. It's why this year's Pride theme is never going back. Matthew Danielson, president of Spokane Pride, says the organization has already dealt with protesters ahead of the parade.
I spent all day Sunday back here with the mural and the lovely artists that were painting it. And, you know, about 12:30, 1 p.m., about halfway through, a couple guy with a cross and another guy with a little microphone and a sound system shows up and starts, preaching hate at us.
But instead of showing hate back, Danielson says he decided to show love instead.
Fortunately, I had a much bigger sound system, and I pointed it at him and played a bunch of classic 80s pop music because, why not?
Danielson anticipates protesters will show up this weekend and is prepared.
We have the P-Jammers that are just this fun little marching band, and they basically cover the sound. And then the Peace Angels that have their big wings that stretch up and nobody can see them, nobody can hear them, nobody has to think about them for the most part.
SPD says it will have extra uniformed officers around the parade to deter any crime, as well as a behind-the-scenes presence to respond in case any attacks do happen.
What I can say right now is, again, we are going to have a lot of units present down there. We're going to have a lot of specialty assets to plan for those contingencies, and we're confident that this can be a safe event for all.
But no matter what happens, Danielson says this weekend and this month are about spreading love. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Bronte. Live look over the Spokane Riverfront Park right now. It was a beautiful night to be out and about. Lime scooters everywhere, joggers and walkers. Tomorrow's going to be a different story. We do have a weather alert day for tomorrow because of thunderstorms for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, most of extreme eastern Washington, and all of North Idaho and western Montana. The best chance of storms will start Thursday after about 1 o'clock and continue all the way through Friday night. Here's our chance of rain on Thursday. Starts out not at 0, 20% at 7, then ramps up to 60% by 11 o'clock. Finally, we're up to 80% by the dinner hour, and it just continues at that pace through Thursday night and into the early morning hours on Friday. Our high temperatures, despite the clouds, despite the showers, will be in the 80s and even the 90s around the region. No surprise about the 90s in the Columbia Basin because we're going to be staying dry over a good portion of that region until later in the day. But it is going to be a little bit cooler down in Moscow and Pullman, where we could see some showers in the morning. Here's a look at your Thursday planner. An average high of 72. We're heading up to a high of 87. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Construction begins on Highway 2 at Colbert Road on Monday. Drivers should expect minor delays in northern Spokane County while the Department of Transportation begins the long-awaited construction of J-turns around the intersection. This will improve safety in the area. You can find more details on the lane closures in the area on this story on KXLY.com.
What you're watching is members of the Spokane County Sheriff's Office rescue team hoisting up a hiker who had been lost over the weekend in Boundary County. Rescue crews searched for more than 36 hours when they spotted a plume of smoke. They determined that it was a signal created by the missing hiker. The Sheriff's Office says the man had nothing to eat for more than 3 days and only had minor injuries.
Former Washington State baseball coach Brian Green was officially introduced by his new team today. What Green had to say about leaving Pullman coming up in sports.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it. And I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Hi, I'm attorney Jim Hill.
And I'm attorney Matt Russell.
And after 10 years of helping the injured people of Spokane,
Russell and Hill have won lots of awards.
But at the end of the day, only one award really matters.
The award we get the insurance company to pay you. Russell and Hill.
If you're looking for the best selection and savings on decking in the Spokane area, then you need to visit the Decking Pros at Windsor Plywood.
Kelly here at Colville Toyota with the pups, cruising in this new Toyota Highlander.
We've met many new neighbors and come to love this beautiful region.
Our hometown-friendly restaurants, scenic rivers, Colville, Kettle, and Columbia.
Confederated County Museum, the golf course, hiking around Colville Mountain, a leisurely picnic at one of our parks,
or just a beautiful scenic drive.
Our region has plenty to offer, and so does Colville Toyota.
Your small-town dealership with a big heart.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
What if you had to choose between fixing the roof over your head and putting food on the table? What if that leak led to mold growing in your home? What if that meant you could not focus on finding a new job, or your children could no longer focus on learning? What if you no longer had a safe place to call home? Help Rebuilding Together make emergency repairs for our neighbors who have lost jobs and have to make those difficult choices. Text REBUILD to 484848.
4 News Now is brought to you by Circling Raven Golf Club.
Well, the Seattle Mariners keep us guessing. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minenso. The Mariners have been a difficult team to figure out this season. One day they look completely lost, and then there are times like last night when they look like a playoff contender. Mariners taking on the San Diego Padres. Would it be the good Mariners or bad Mariners? Today it was bad. George Kirby gives up this hit to Juan Soto. Mariners trail 5-0. If anyone showed up, it was Soto. Soto went 5 for 5 with 4 runs batted in for San Diego. This one was all Padres. Seattle gave up 17 hits in this game. Mariners fall 10-3. Seattle will hit the road to take on the LA Angels for a 3-game series starting Friday. Former Gonzaga pitcher Gabriel Hughes was promoted from the Spokane Indians to the Colorado Rockies AA team in Hartford. Hughes was the Rockies' first-round pick last year and had 54 strikeouts and 8 starts in Spokane so far this season. The former Zag is the number 5 ranked prospect in the Rockies organization. And former Washington State baseball coach Brian Green was officially introduced as the new head coach of Wichita State today. Green had a record of 91 wins and 79 losses in his 4 seasons with the Cougars. Green, here he is on his move from Pullman to Wichita.
To walk up there and see the history, it was just, I know this facility and I knew what it was, and I've seen everything online and have been to Wichita before, but I didn't know about that, and it got me today, and then walking out on the field certainly got me. So it's as proud of a professional day as I've ever had.
Washington State has already begun its search for a new baseball coach. Game 3 of the NBA Finals between the Denver Nuggets and Miami Heat. This one was here on 4 News Now. This first half of this game was pretty close. Caleb Martin can't get it to fall there, but Bam Adebayo slams it home for the Heat. And it was only a 5-point game at halftime, and Denver center Nikola Jokic, he came to play in the third quarter. Jokic became the first player in NBA Finals history to have at least 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. Denver wins and takes a 2-1 series lead. Game 4 is set for 5:30 Friday. And that will wrap us up for sports.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
When you carefully strap down your toys or play it safe on moving day,
Or listen to that inner voice that says, this really needs a cover. You're doing your part to help everyone on Washington's roads get home safely. So keep the supplies you need handy, secure your cargo properly, and ask others to do the same. Secure your load for safer roads. Learn the ropes at secureloadswa.org.
If you're looking for a great deal on a certified pre-owned vehicle, Findlay Downtown Toyota has a whole city block full of great choices to choose from. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, so you can buy with confidence.
Wildfires can strike even in the heart of our cities and towns. Are you ready?
So fast the fire can move, and people just don't understand that.
One historic fire in particular changed everything in Washington.
The whole city of Spokane was surrounded by fire.
The lessons learned.
Do you think we're safer today than we were?
And what could be the difference between saving your home or losing everything?
It's a horrible decision to have to make as a firefighter.
Kirsten O'Connor reports Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
Bring them on. If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. A place as spectacular as, well, me.
I think we might know a place, right, guys?
Bring your friends. Oh, wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
GMA, 7A, every day. Boom, boom, boom.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, America. How are you?
Boom. Now that's how you start your day, people.
I'm looking for a nice spot to spend the summer.
Spend it with the summer of me.
In the summer.
The summer of bonus episodes of MASH.
One that we'll remember.
The summer of all new episodes of Collector's Call. The summer of drama.
You here for the summer?
Sci-fi.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Westerns. And the summer of comedy.
You can catch the summer reruns.
Watch The Summer of Me over the air on MeTV 4.2. 4 News Now Fire Watch coverage.
That fire has grown exponentially.
With resources on TV, online, and on the go with the 4 News Now app. Fire Watch coverage to keep you safe. That's what we mean when we say expect more on 4 News Now.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino.
We have a weather alert day for tomorrow with thunderstorms for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. That will be Thursday after 11 o'clock, and then we'll see those showers and thunderstorms ramping up. Here's a look now at your planning forecast. Tomorrow, weather alert day, showers and thunderstorms the second part of the day. 87 degrees for a high. We're down to 77 on Friday with a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 79 on Saturday, and then back up into the 80s on Sunday. Right now we have a 20% chance of showers on Saturday and Sunday, drying out for the start of the work week with temperatures in the the mid 80s. Then we start cooling back down again. Indications are that maybe the trend to our 8 to 14 day forecast calling for below average temperatures. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
The award-winning Spokane Valley Summer Theater presents its 2023 sizzling summer season, the original high school musical Grease, June 16 through July 2nd. The regional premiere of Steve Martin's musical Bright Star, an American folktale inspired by a true story, July 14 through 23rd. And the regional premiere of Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville, August 4 through 20th. Single and season tickets available now at sbsummertheater.com or call 509-368-7897.
Where should I walk? Right here? Is this good?
Yeah, you can walk right there. This is your show. Do whatever you want.
You walk in.
It's live with Kelly and Mark.
Wow, that was a nice reception.
New research suggests that French fries may be linked to depression.
No.
I experience euphoria upon eating French fries.
Euphoria.
Elation.
All the E's.
Every weekday morning.
That's right. That's right.
It all goes down on Daytime's #1 talk show.
Yeah, of course, that, all that.
We're sitting on a couch with the new co-host, husband and wife team.
Watch live with Kelly and Mark, weekdays at 9 a.m., only on 4 News Now. 4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community.
Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves.
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Strawberry season came early for one Green Bluff grower. Walters Fruit Ranch opened its strawberry fields for you pick today. Not all the berries were ready, but thanks to our warmer than usual spring, just enough berries ripened up for them to open. And when picking strawberries, you should look for the ones with the stems on and store them in the fridge uncovered to make them last longer. Orchard manager Jeremiah Strait says after today, they will likely close for more berries to ripen and then reopen for more picking in mid-June.
If you're interested in getting some more berries, you can go ahead and call our store. That's Walters Fruit Ranch, or hit us up on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll be able to direct you there as well.
It's always best to call a Green Bluff farm or orchard ahead of time to see when they'll be open for fruit picking. For more information on what's growing up at Green Bluff and how to pick and store your strawberries, see this story right now on KXLY.com.
Coming up tonight on Nightside.
A new civil suit looks to hold social media companies accountable for the depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem experienced by kids.
And tonight, Spokane Public Schools is joining the fight.
Plus, new details on the Moscow murder case. Why the defendant says he doesn't want cameras in the courtroom.
Here's where we have the best chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. The area is shaded in orange on your screen. This from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. In the likely category in that bright orange for severe thunderstorms. Meanwhile, there's the potential for damaging winds and large hail with these storms, but the main threat is going to be flooding, and that is why there is a flood watch in effect actually all the way through Friday morning for the area shaded in green.
Something to keep an eye on. Thank you, Chris.
And I know Chris talked about bus stop. Got to think about that too.
On the way home for sure.